everybody, this is Michelle Fox and welcome back to The Simple Quilter. Today I'm talking about things that I just don't buy for my quilt room anymore. You know, I am on this journey to declutter my quilt room. I'm trying hard to make a place for everything. Some things I have recently stopped purchasing, some things I haven't purchased in quite some time. So let's get started. Okay, now as you're watching this video, if you can relate to these items as being things that you no longer purchase, please tell me in the comments below. If there are other items you don't purchase, please tell me what they are and why you don't. Maybe I need to not be buying those too. So be sure to leave that in the comments. The number one thing I don't buy anymore are quilt themed tote bags. I mean, how many do we need? I have so many, and I have cute ones and quilt themed ones. I have plenty to last me a lifetime. In fact, I'm going to be getting rid of some more of those, but that's something I'm not going to purchase any more of. The second thing that I will not purchase anymore, and that is quilt themed note cards. Those are so tempting when they're on sale. For sale in a quilt shop. They put them right up there by the register and they're so cute and you think you're gonna really use them. Well, I do use some, and I do have some that I will use until they're all gone, but the thing is, I don't use them near as frequently as I thought I would, so I won't be buying any more of those. The third thing I won't be buying any more of is notepads. Quilt themed notepads, and I won't be buying any more of those for my quilt room no matter how cute they are, because I really just use post-it notes. But again, they put them right up there by the register in those quilt shops, and they're so cute and so tempting, but I won't be buying any more of those. Another thing I really don't buy anymore, and that is quilt patterns. Now sometimes I'll buy a pattern for something that I don't really know how to make, like a pin cushion maybe, or a bag, because I really am just a quilter and I don't do well with other things unless I have instructions. So I might buy patterns for those, but as far as quilt patterns, I really don't buy those anymore. And the reason I don't buy them anymore is because, number one, I'm doing YouTube and I can't be posting stuff about other people's patterns. Of course, unless it's just a quilt I want to show and say, hey, this was made by so-and-so and here's where you can get the pattern. But anyway, there's lots of places to get free patterns. I have books full of patterns. I have binders full of patterns that I bought over the past numerous years. So I really don't need to be buying any more patterns. So that's one thing I haven't been buying and I don't plan to buy in the future. So number 5 is quilt kits. I'm just not going to buy quilt kits anymore. I have a bunch of quilt kits and I don't think I've ever made one of them. So don't think I'll be doing that anymore. As I've been cleaning, I've been finding several of them and just not going to do that. I have so much fabric here, I can make my own quilt kits. So much fabric and so many patterns and so many ideas up in my head anyway. I don't need to buy any more quilt kits. The 6th thing that I don't buy any more of, and I haven't for quite some time, are subscription boxes. And the reason I don't buy those anymore is because they were just piling up here in my quilt room and they are hard to store. Now I do have several that are in my quilt room that I plan to use and finish the projects that came in them, but I am not purchasing anymore. I have to say though, I was super tempted to buy Sweetwater's Liberty boxes, but I said, nope, I've got too many other things to buy. So I think that the subscription boxes are awesome and wonderful, but not for me anymore. Not until I use up the majority of what I have here, and that could take a lifetime. So anyway. Okay, another thing I don't buy are quilt racks and quilt hangers, you know, like those cute little hangers for wall hangings and stuff on. In fact, I've got 8 that I've been in my cabinets for quite some time. I've dug those out, and they're going out in my boxes of stuff to get rid of, and I counted 8. They vary in sizes from big to, smaller, and they've probably been there for 15 to 20 years, and I never used them. And now I don't want to use them because I don't want to mess up my walls, and I'm trying to reduce visual clutter, so that's one thing I'm not going to be using. I won't be purchasing any more quilt racks. I purchased some from, I can't think of the name of them, Lisa Bonjean's store, Primitive Gatherings. Very, very expensive. Put it on the wall, just really didn't like it. I was concerned about my quilts hanging on it, and we had to have some work done in our living room, and I just never rehung it, and I'm going to be getting rid of those. And I have shelves that had quilts hanging on them. I'm just going to get rid of those. I don't want those anymore, and they're on their way out too. Okay, I don't know if this rings true with you, but number 8 is rotary cutters. There for a while, I was buying every new, cute rotary cutter that came out. If it came out in a different color, I would buy it. If it was, I don't know, I just bought way too many of them. So I've gotten rid of all the ones that I don't use. Actually, I've given the ones I don't use to Wes, and I'm just not going to buy any more unless they all break and I need another one. So I have just a few that I'll keep, and the rest have gone to Wes. But no more rotary cutters for me. Another thing I had been purchasing a lot of are those little cutesy tootsy little tape measures, and they're just not practical. And how many tape measures does a person need? I have tape measures in different locations. I have them in my sewing bag. I have them here by my sewing machine and by my ironing board and by my cutting station. I don't need any more. And no matter how cute they are, I won't be buying any more of those. Another thing I have really stopped buying is fabric. I do buy fabric. I have stopped buying fabric just because I like it. Because I have cabinets full of fabrics that I really do like. And until I use all those, I'm not going to be buying fabrics just because. I have been doing that for about 9 months. I did splurge a little bit when I got a gift card for Christmas, but no more of that. I'm not even going to buy fabric with a gift card, but I may buy some other things that I might need, like thread, or if I want a new ruler. But yeah, no more of that fabric until I use up. I've got this cabinet and those cabinets. I just don't need any. And now, if I need it for a specific binding or a specific project, I will buy it then, but it has to have a specific purpose of something that I'm working on and plan to finish. Okay, number 12 would be decorative pins. I don't know why I got into those. Missouri Star Quilt Company had some really cute ones that were stars and leaves, and I think they even had a Christmas themed one. Well, I bought them and they sat in the cabinet, and I'm just not willing to store those things anymore, so I won't be buying any more of those. Now, Fat Quarter Shop has a lot of cute ones too, but no more for me. They're not practical. I don't use them, so I won't be purchasing any more of those. Plus, I have one type of sewing pin that I really, really like, and that's the one I'll be using. In fact, I just recently bought a couple of extra little containers of those because they're hard to find, and those are the ones that I sew with. Okay, number 14 is thread storage racks that go on the wall. I just took mine down. I'm really, again, trying to reduce the clutter. Plus, I've been being concerned about the light. I had covered them up so that they were protected from the dust, but I have not been protecting them from the light, and I've taken that down, mainly because I'm wanting to reduce the clutter, visual clutter in here, but again, to help protect my thread. So no more thread wall storage containers for me. Now, as you watch this video, if there are things that you can relate to that you don't buy anymore, please tell me about them in the comments below. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Please share with a friend. And as always, leave a comment. I love to get those comments, and I try to reply to each and every one. So until next time, have fun quilting.